Hello there! On this video I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money very quickly on Forza Horizon 4. There's a couple of caveats to this. First of all, this is not something that Turn 10 are going to be very happy with, so you are risking your account. So if you don't mind that, then go ahead and do it. I've done it plenty of times and I've not been banned or penalised in any way. I'm going to continue doing it, and if anything happens to my account, I'll definitely let you know. Secondly, you need a friend to do this with. However, you can do it by yourself if you have two different saves on one console, which is what I'm going to show you. So I've got two different saves of Forza Horizon 4 on the same console, both on different Xbox accounts, and I'm going to use both of those to make a lot of money for just one of them. So on this account right here, you can see that I have just over 73 million credits. So just remember that number, and by the end of the process of doing this, that's going to have gone up quite significantly. So first things first, we're going to go into the auction house, and I'm going to search for cars. I'm going to go into advanced search, and I'm looking for cars that have a maximum buyout of 6 million credits and a minimum buyout of 5 million credits. So I'm looking for cars that are selling for 5.5 million credits, but only certain ones. The cars I want are the ones that have a value of 10 million, so I know roughly which ones they are. I'm going to buy those at 5.5 million each, and then I'm going to sell them to my other account for some of these cars are not applicable. I think this one is on DLC only, so I'm not going to do that one. But I'm going to sell them to my other account on a buyout for 11 million, and then I'm going to get my money back. So I'm just going to whiz through a few of these. I'm not sure about that one. This Alfa Romeo P3, this is definitely a car that's worth 10 million, so I'm going to buy it for 5.5. And I'm going to do this with 5 cars, so I'm just going to very quickly speed up this process, buy and collect 5 cars, and then I'll see you on step 2. Okay, we've now bought 5 cars at 5.5 million each, and you can see I'm all the way down at 45 million credits as opposed to 73. The next step is to pop those 5 cars onto auction. So I'm going to pop down to start auction, and I'm going to list those 5 cars. Now the easiest way for me to find them is to sort everything by value, and I'm looking at cars that have a value of 10 million. Which are these ones here. I bought quite a few P3s, so these ones, and a couple of others as well. I bought that GT Ford. So I'm going to pop on 5 cars here and sell them for maximum buyout. That's 11 million, even though I've just bought them for 5.5. So I'll just do that and I'll speed through the video. Okay, as you can see, we now have listed 5 cars for 11 million each. This one was a little bit more than 11 million because it's been tuned, but we've put them on the maximum that we could. Now what we're going to do is to buy all of those 5 cars, either with our second account or get a friend to buy them for us. So in my case, I'm going to do it with a different account on the same Xbox. So I'm going to switch over to that second account. And when I do this, the game will then close. I want to stay in this one. And the game is now going to restart. So as soon as the game is restarted, I will buy those 5 cars. Okay, now the game is loaded on my other account, which is either going to be a second account on your Xbox or your friend's account. We're now going to go into the auction house and search for those cars, and the easiest way to find them is to search by gamer tag for the seller. So in this case, the seller was my other account, which is YT Game Hacks. So there we go. And we should see all 5 of those cars listed, and I'm going to buy every single one. Before I do this, just have a look at my credits at the top. I've got 101.6 million credits, so make a note of that, 101.6. So let's buy these cars. I'm buying them out for full price. Now I don't need to collect these cars, and in fact that's just going to slow the process down, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to buy them all out. Okay, now I've bought every car. You can see that my money has gone down to 46 million credits. What I'm going to do next is very important. I'm on my Katumi 74 account, so I want to delete my local save from my Xbox for this account. So I press the Xbox button, I go down to the Forza Horizon tile, I press start, I go into manage game and add-ons, and then I go down to my save data, so this one right here, go across to the game that I want to delete, which for me is this one. I click on that and I say delete from console. Not delete from everywhere, we still want it on Xbox Live, just delete from console. Now sometimes you have to do this twice. In this case I do need to do it twice, so delete from console again. Now it's gone, and that means that even though I've just bought all of those cars, I've deleted the save on my console that says I've bought them. So when I restart the game, it's going to get a save from Xbox Live, which was created before I bought those cars. So I won't have bought the cars, I won't have them, but I will still have the money that I spent on them. So the next step that we want to do now is go back again to our first account. So I'm going to switch my profile and go back to my first account, and I'm going to load up Forza Horizon 4. And once it's loaded, you'll see that I have auction alerts saying that I have sold my 5 cars at full price for 11 million each. So I'm going to collect all of my money. Okay, now the game is reloaded. You can see in my auction alerts that all 5 cars have sold, so I'm now going to collect my money. Okay, that's all our credits collected, and we now have 92.9, so almost 93 million credits. You make about 4 million from each car you do this with. So we had 5 cars times 4 million is about 20 million. So we've just made about 20 million credits. We've gone up from around about 73 to around about 92 million. Now, if you can't afford to do this with 5 cars at a time, then you can just do 1 car at a time. It takes you a little bit longer. Or if you can afford to do it, and I could have done it, but it takes too long to show you, you can do up to 18 cars at a time because that's the auction limit. So if you're doing 18 cars, I think that gets you around about 72 million credits. So that's how often you can do this, 18 times per day. So you can make 72 million credits per day. So now what we need to do is to pop back to our other account, and you'll see that the other account has exactly the same as when we started, which I think was around about 101 million. So all of the cars have disappeared. What we've done is got about 20 million from selling 5 cars for one of our accounts, but the other account hasn't changed at all. So let's pop over to the other account again, and you can just have a little look and see that it's still on 101 million credits. As you can see, now that the game is reloaded, we do indeed still have 101 million credits on this account. So we didn't get those cars or anything like that, but all we've done is we bought the cars, then we deleted our save, and we went back to an Xbox Live save that was before we bought the cars, so we've still got the money. But of course, the money that we spent did go to the other account. So we did make 20 million out of those 5 cars. And as I say, you can do this with 18 cars per day because that's the limit on the auction house. And if you're doing this with cars that are valued at 10 million, buying them at 5.5 million each and selling them at 11 million, you're going to make about 72 million credits a day from doing this. Now, of course, if you can get the cars cheaper by sniping them at the end of the auction for just 1 million each, which is very easy to do, then you're going to make a lot more money. So please do check out the description of this video. It is a little bit of a convoluted thing, so I've listed steps in the description. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that, all the way through, which makes it much easier for you. Please leave a like, share, and if you've not already, please subscribe to my new channel. Take care. Bye bye.